Hello and welcome to the Chicken Challenge Guide video. In this video I'm going to be showing you how to do this challenge. It is a very easy challenge. You can do it just as if you're doing the actual stage. Now in this one, hardcore mode actually makes it easier. This is probably one of the only challenges that hardcore mode will actually make it easier. And make sure to do Nightmare Hardcore. If you don't have the gear for this, you can always do it on Insane. If you just want to do the challenge. But once you get the stats, it doesn't require too many stats. You're going to want to put a harpoon tower on the right and the left side of the map pointing outward, and one up here pointing outward. Again, this is an easy build. You only need one up here. The sides you're going to add 3 more. I'll show you that later. And up at the northern area you're going to want to put one facing outward near the spawn location. And in the chicken challenge, you're going to be turned into a chicken. Well, not exactly a chicken, but your health will go down to 5 on Nightmare mode, it's 1 on normal modes, and it's pretty much one hit. No matter how much resistances you have, it's going to be one hit to kill you. And that's really not a big deal, because the way that it works is you have less than 9 waves and you have 9 lives. On hardcore mode, when you die, you stay dead. And that's why I meant it's easier on hardcore mode, because you can't actually lose by running out of lives. Now you can still lose by the towers being destroyed and of course your crystals being destroyed. Now this little area, you're going to place 2 blockers. You're going to place one completely covering this entrance, and you're going to place another one just a little bit to the left. You want enough room to be able to run past this. While you're a chicken you cannot jump, but you can run. And if you make it just perfect, then nothing will be able to enter there other than yourself. And the bouncing blocker will kill anything that goes in there. I set these bouncing blockers up here. You don't have to. That just clears out things a little bit easier. You're going to want to place one harpoon tower facing outward towards both of the crystals, and another one in the northern area. Now when you're ever afraid of turning into the chicken, if it ever says you're going to turn into the chicken, just hide behind these little things and they'll keep you alive the majority of the time. You can go out to repair anytime you have to. I like to go on a monk on this and use the rest of my DU with strength drain auras. If you do a couple strength drain auras at where these the ogres are going to spawn in the middle lanes, you're going to want strength drain auras work really nicely. I used a reflect barrier, and again this is what I was talking about. If you die, you're going to stay dead on hardcore mode, which means that it's not going to just siphon through all your lives. So again, always do this challenge on hardcore mode. It just makes it so much easier. I switched to a DPS character. This gets really easy if you have a DPS character with a good pet, and if the pet has any knockback ability, it's really useful, because then it can keep anything that's jumping at you from knocking you back. So as you can see, I became the chicken, and I hid behind this little area, and you've got warriors that are jumping at you, and different things that are happening like that, and it keeps you safe. Now remember, don't be afraid to go out and repair things. If some things are about to go down, yet you're the chicken, just go and repair them. It's really not a big deal if you die, because you're not going to be able to die more times that round, and you'll never run out of lives. So go around, DPS stuff while you can, and make sure everything's repaired, upgrade anything that you can, especially in the sides that have the ogres, which are just the main lanes. Overall, this is a pretty easy challenge. It won't take too many stats, and you can do it with just a squire, but I do like adding monk as well. The ogres can get very devastating. Also, once you turn into a chicken, you're not really screwed for the rest of the game. You will, with one player, it turns you on and off, so you'll be the chicken for a little while, and then you won't be the chicken for a little while. Pay attention to that, because when you're not the chicken, use that time to go around, upgrade, repair, and just do some extra damage to the ogres. So this I finished. You get Chanticleer Chandelier, which is a staff. It's a pretty good staff. I like it more for DPS than for building it for stats. But it's a pretty cool staff. If you could find one that has good charge time and good knockback, then upgrade it for damage, and it's a good explosion staff. Thank you for watching, and for any more videos, please just rate, subscribe, and if you subscribe, there is also a small chance you might get some free DLC.